Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This one was a little bit surprising. I thought Golish was a shoe-in for this spot. Now, obviously, Memphis head coach Ryan Silverfield has done obviously a great job with the Memphis program, uplifting them boys. But I did not expect for him to be the head coach. I thought Golish was a pretty much lock. As it says here, good for Alex Golish. Auburn wants to compete and they have resources. A great situation for all involved. Man, Arkansas, what happened? Hey, I'm right there with you, CFB. Talk daily. Like I don't know what happened, what fell through, things like that. But I think Golish got into a better situation, in my humble opinion, compared to going to Auburn over Arkansas. More resources at his disposal, a rabid fan base, better administration, and can get the necessary weapons he needs to compete at a high level, in my humble opinion. Now, let's not discredit Ryan Silverfield as a head coach, man. He's done his thing, obviously, with his 6 seasons at Memphis. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with some of the Memphis recruits. Now, they got several high-end guys that are committed there. Tim Sims of Lovejoy, Will Rajecki, obviously, of Sequoia, several in-state prospects that are committed to Memphis. Obviously, what happens with the rest of their class is going to be interesting as well. Antoine Hill, young whippersnapper, quarterback. Does he transfer? That's going to be some interesting things to watch out for with Silverfield taking this job. Next up, obviously for Arkansas, you're getting a coach that has experience, 50-24, right, as a head coach at Memphis, right? In a group of 5, did a thing, was ranked several times this year, just couldn't quite finish. He has 2 10-win seasons as well. That came in 2023 and 2024. This year, they finished the regular season at 8-4. He has not had a losing season at Memphis at all in his coaching career. So, again, this ain't Alex Golish, but again, this ain't a bad hire either. This guy wins football games. He wins at a high level. He has nearly a 68% winning percentage as a head coach. So he's going to get it done for you. He's going to be a guy that can develop, obviously, talent. But it's going to be interesting to see, like I said, with everything with Memphis, how does Arkansas? Do you look in a different direction at some of your key positions, right, going forward? What will you do at quarterback, right? What will you do at wide receiver? Several big-time questions for Arkansas moving forward, a team that, doesn't like to lose, right? They want to be back in the fray of competing and contending at a high level. But they got to get a lot of things right. Starting off with, obviously, the transfer portal. Then obviously starting off with, this recruited class and finishing strong. So several things they got to do, but Silverfield is a pretty good head coach. He wins a lot of football games, and he knows what he's doing. And his story is pretty cool because his start with Memphis, he's obviously was a deputy coach and offensive line coach for them, way back then, and then obviously continued to move up, and then eventually it ended up landing obviously the head coaching job, becoming their 25th head coach. So it's a guy that has had to get it out of the mud in his coaching career. A guy that works hard and a guy that's going to get the best out of his players as well. So very interesting hire. I wouldn't say it's an L for Arkansas, but I think probably just turning into a new direction. But we'll see what Silverfield can do, nonetheless, obviously, with this hire and seeing what he's able to do in his first couple of years. I think for Arkansas, you have to be patient with him. Same thing as Auburn, allow him to build out the infrastructure. And I think that the timeline is about 2 or 3 years. You got to, because if not, it's going to be tough sledding if you keep firing coaches. But let him build it out. If it looks ugly in the first 2 years, I get it, you move on. But nonetheless, stick it out with him.